So welcome back to another Duel Links ranked PvP video. Today we're going into the brand new KC Cup event with the new Resonators, but I'm running a scuffed version of the deck because I'm poor and I didn't get 3 copies of the Dark Resonator, or the Red Resonator, right? And yeah, we're just kind of seeing how we do. We've opened the Wild Wind, the Skullmeisters, the full Prismatic Hand apart from the Warning Point, and we're against Code Talkers. Now, I think this ain't gonna go well, unless they kind of mess up, they go for the Firewall, and they bounce back a non-tuner. That's kind of the only way we actually kind of win this first turn, is if they do that. They bounce back the non-tuner, then we're good. But we'll see what this Playmaker has in store. And here comes the Decode Talker. The first part of the combo is now done. He's going to play the skill, he's going to set the trap face down. He's got 2 cards in hand. Oh, we can negate the Microcoder. Okay. Okay, we might have screwed ourselves there a little bit, but we should be fine. Elfix is effectively activating, going to special summon 1 from the graveyard anyway. So it wouldn't matter that much, but it does mean he can't do too much on his next turn. He can't search, actually. That was the best kind of hit. Was hitting. Oh my god. Okay, 2 back row. Not going to go for the Firewall Dragon because he's got no interruption for it. That makes sense. Oh no, he has. He's of course got the subtraction. So he can now go into the Firewall and have a bounce ready. Of course you would. Now, I believe the Code Talker Alive is set to this one in the top left here, I think. I'm not too sure. Don't really remember. And there we go, Firewall Dragon. My favourite deck in Cross Duel. Now with the worst animation in Duel Links, even though it's more kind of anime aesthetic, right? Let's see. There's the Code Alive. Okay, let's see what we can do. And of course, we open a Book of Moon against a deck full of links. That is incredible. So let's go for our skill. And let's go and dump to the graveyard the Skullmeister. And from our deck, we'll go for the Crimson Resonator, right? Yeah, that's the one. And we'll add the lovely Red Sprinter. Now, if he bounces back my thing, then it's over, right? It really depends on what he bounces back. If you bounce back the tuner, then you're solid. If you bounce this back, then you're an idiot. If you bounce back my Synchro when I summon it, then you're fine. I think you're fine. He's going to bounce back now. Okay, I guess if that face down is a Book of Moon, right, then it still doesn't change anything, really. But I still get out my Crimson. And because of that, oh no, he's got something. Has he got a Warning Point? He might do. Let's go for the Wild Wind. And of course, he didn't even need to search it with the Microcoder. He just had it. He just had it. Just couldn't target it to pop it. Of course. Won't do anything, so I guess we'll set Book of Moon. I guess we'll set Warning Point, and he can still go, I think, next turn and do this, right? Or is it once per duel? No, once per duel, Fire will bounce. Okay. So he's used that up. Can he game me? Probably. If he summons something else, then that thing is getting Book of Moon. But we'll see. No, he can't. Okay, fair enough. Attack into that. That's fine. We've still got the combo. We can still summon into our big Red Dragon Archfiend and nuke the board. That is fine. So let's go draw in 2. Another Book of Moon. Very nice. Let's go Red Sprinter. And from here, Red Sprinter can bring back, of course, from the graveyard, the Crimson Resonator. Let's summon you back out. And then we'll go for the prismatic version of the Red Rising Dragon. Let's summon you. And there we go. Use effect to bring back out the Crimson Resonator. And from here, we can summon into 2 of our Resonators. Now, we are playing the Red Resonator, but also we're playing Force Resonator because I don't have 3 reds. But I would play 3 reds if I had them. But I've not really found a use case where it's been so damaging to have this. Let's go red targeting the Firewall Dragon to gain some more life points back. That is completely fine. We can then go and play Roaring Earth, right? And we can go and make it so our guys can't destroy card effects. And then we can go for the Tyrant does all the cards on the field, and this will actually negate spell traps. It's annoying because my back row is so important. So I kind of want to go for this, right? I want to go for, let's go for the Force Resonator, let's go for the Red Rising Dragon, And let's go for the Red Dragon Archfiend SCARLIGHT. and then we can just go and nuke his field, right? Let's go, SCARLIGHT, nuke the field, destroy all those, deal 500. If we put this guy in attack mode, then we could actually deal some big damage here. We've got the Wild Wind in the graveyard, which can banish to add, so we'll do that now. Right, we'll go banish. We'll go and add our tuner. We don't need to do anything with it, but it's worth doing. We can then go in for the Red Nova Dragon, right? But is it worth doing now? I don't think so. I think we'll hold it, because he's going to play his Revive Trap, right, to bring back out Deco Talker. So we'll let him do that. No, he's not, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. If you do in your turn, though, I can just Warning Point you, which would, okay, no, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. In for the Deco Talker, bringing it back. Now, Warning Point, it's just this turn, right, so it doesn't really matter, so we don't do anything. Don't have to waste it. If you normal summon, then we're just going to hit you with the Warning Point and be done with it. Salamence Great Circle, okay. In for Gazelle, and from here go on, activate the effect. No, sorry, get Warning Pointed. Do not have the negate. Do not, you don't. Very good. Get negated. You can't use as link material. You probably should attack it still anyway, and try and beat over one of my bodies. But beyond that, I think we've got this game on a lock. And there we go, on to game number 2. So we've got a Zuzu Boil. Okay, this might be Sulphur Chords, and I've not played against them yet. I've literally not played against any of the brand new Resonator stuff, or the Stardust stuff, or the Time Lords. Yep, United Pendulums. It's going to be the brand new Sulphur Chords, and we opened... Holy moly. This can summon out a big body, but I feel like I just don't want to bother, right? I'm just going to set all these back row and hold it for next turn, right? There's no point in me going all in now. If I can just pop the Pendulum Scales, then we should be fine. Technically, Sulphur Chord Elegance is going to place one Sulphur Chord from your deck into your extra... It does like 3 things. Wait, it sets the pen scale for free from the deck? Wait, what? That's bonkers. And that's the one you're going to do. Okay. Going for the Coolia and going for the Cutia. And I had my toggle not on. God damn it. God damn it, okay. Pending for 1. In for the Fancier. Fancier can add a Sulphur Chord Pen from your deck to your thing. Okay, fair enough. Just get it off. That's fine. That is crazy value generation, though. Putting 1 pen into your extra deck, then just setting your scales is ridiculous. That is too good. Sets a back row, sets a second back row, attacks in. We'll take it, and then we'll just see what we get. We'll see. Can we deal with this without wasting... Okay, right, so let's go MST the first back row. Why not? Let's go for 1. See what it is. It is going to be a Crackdown. That's incredibly good. Second MST. Let's go hit the other back row as well. And see, we've got an Ice Dragon's Prison. Okay. That was 2 good hits. Like 2 very good hits. Let's go and send, of course, again, the Crimson. And let's go for the Red Sprinter. And I believe we could just go for the big one, right? Banish everything. And then we should kind of be fine. So let's go Red Sprinter. And you're just going to scoop because you know you've lost. Let's go on to game 3. Okay, game 3. Going to be a mirror match. Jack versus Jack. Resonator versus Resonator. Let's see who can not brick. We're going first. Both on a 2-win streak. He's on his level up though, so he's doing a bit better than me. That's fairly decent. Right, that's fairly decent. Let's go for our skill first of all. And I don't really want to dump the Luna, right? But I want to keep red for next turn, in case we do get nuked, right? It's a real tough one, right? Because I don't think we'll be needing multiple of this, really, given what we've got in our hand already. So I think we'll go for Red Sprinter, drop you, we'll drop the Crimson again, and we'll also go and grab the Red Sprinter. And I kind of wish sometimes we had 3 of this, but we don't. So let's go Sprinter. Sprinter going to bring back out the Crimson from our graveyard and just do the standard combo, go into the Red Rising Dragon. And this time, we haven't needed to or haven't been able to search out the Red Rain. And that's kind of the one problem I have with the deck, is that sometimes you just don't see that search Red Rain. And it makes things a bit harder, but I think it also makes things a bit fairer. Honestly, just a little bit. Let's go Rising Dragon, bring back out the Crimson, and we'll see what he can do, right? Let's go Crimson. Crimson bringing out 1, 2. Summon 1. Let's summon 2. And of course, he could just have the nuts, right? We'll go and gain life points equal to the Red Rising Dragon. And we'll go and... Let's go for Tyrant, because we want the highest level on the field, right? We want to have that guarantee that we've got that. So let's go for Tyrant. And then we'll just go and set face down the MST. And we'll set the Red Rain. And from there, we'll be good. Hopefully. Right, hopefully. So, there are choke points, right? When you summon Red Rising, you will then just go and banish the board. And then that should pretty much be game over, right? That should be game over. But he might have an MST to just blow out the Red Rain. Which would be... Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh my god. Thank the Lord. Thank you for hitting the wrong one. Oh my god. He's playing skill, of course, to go and do the same thing I did, right? Dumping the Crimson, dumping one from deck, going to be Wandering King, but next turn, okay, setting up, adding the Red Sprinter. It's incredibly linear. It's like Phantom Knights. And this is kind of what Duel Links has kind of devolved into, is just having all of this skills that play the game for you, which I don't really like. Or it's skills play the game for you, or it's literally, hey, your deck has 10,000 Mech Knight cards in. I've seen like 5 billion Mech Knight variants, and it's boring. But let's go in for the Red Rising Dragon. Going to be bringing out the Crimson from the graveyard, and then probably going for the summon as well. We probably here should go and proc this, right, just in case, right? Let's go Red Rain, banish all of those. Let's see. Have you got the follow-up? Crimson's effect is going to be special summoning from the hand. Ah, do not have a Wandering King Wildwind. Do not. Oh my god, you did. Are you serious? You had the Wandering King as well. But you can't wait. Is Red Rising is a once per turn, is it? Oh no. So he's just going to summon his own Tyrant. And then Tyrant attacks in. What a crazy opening hand, right? What a crazy opening hand. I guess that is why you would run 2 copies of the Crimson, just in case you can do that. I don't think there's a way for me to kind of combat that. But he's going for the SCARLIGHT. Okay, fair enough, right? Fair enough. Because that does work. And he's going to have... Don't tell me you've got... Oh no, he forgot. He forgot. He forgot. Attack less than equal. He could have gone into the Tyrant, played Tyrant's effect, and nuked everything and been fine. Thank you for forgetting. And now you can't use the skill to get your trap card. Thank you. Oh boy. Alright, we just win, right? I think. So we could nuke here and make it so that they can't attack. That's fine. But I think we just go and summon into our Wandering King Wildwind. We go and banish from the graveyard our Red Rising Dragon. We summon into our Luna. And we just deal some big damage, right? We go battle, 35 in. And then we go battle again, 16, 17. And yeah, I think that's kind of about it. Now what can you do? So he can go and banish from the graveyard a Wild Wind to go and grab a Tuner. So he has got access to a play. Now, it does depend on what he has in hand. If you're level 4, which you probably do, right, if you're getting this, you probably do. So, we might still be a little bit screwed if he's got 2 copies of the SCARLIGHT, or if he's got the Dark Resonator, right, the Dark End Dragon, because he can then, of course, just reduce attack points, nuke that off the field. Making them can't be shot by card effects, to me, makes it seem like you have got access to this boy here, which is fine. There comes down Crimson. Not sure why you would play that face down if you're going to be doing any destroying first, but okay. Fair enough. Let's just go in MST. He had nothing. Fair dues. Let's pop that. What's going to be? Luna. Doing some burn damage. Let's go battle phase, attack him with that. And then go Wild Wind. And finally, with Red Dragon Archfiend Tyrant, there we go. 3 games in, 3 Ws. Let's check out the deck list. So this is the list we're running. It's pretty straightforward, right, with Resonators, but you can clearly see where I'm missing some cards, right? we're missing one more copy of the red, so we're playing Force, and because of that also we're playing a copy of Cool rather than a third bit of back row, because sometimes you just don't see one of the resonators you need, right? And so it is a bit frustrating. But beyond that, you could play 2 copies of Red Rain instead of the Warning Point, but I quite like Warning Point as just a generic good card. It does help against decks that you can't potentially deal with, so I quite like it. Extra wise is pretty straightforward, right? You got Red Nova, which you don't really go into all that often. Scarlight is very often. Tyrant is probably the best card in the deck. Way better, I think, than Scarlight. But Scarlight you can make more often. But this one has no real downside, right? Whereas this one can really mess you up if you're not, if you're playing a mirror match, right? And you think they can go in, you could destroy their 10. You can't. If you're going against Necros and they sound like Trishula, then this can't deal with Trishula. And I've seen that kind of happen a few times. But overall, a very fun, different version of Resonators. I think is better than the old skill. But let me know down below what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.